guys, welcome back to yet another video. Thank you for stopping by, I really appreciate it. I have 7 fragrances perfect for the springtime. Start off with the 3 Manceras that I have here. I have Cosmic Pepper and Intense Cedrat Boise. And also I have my decant of Mancera Oud Lemon Mint. So stunning, it's so versatile, it's very, very likable. Every time that I wear it, I get great feedback from it, and as you can see, I've run out of almost most of it because it's a stunner. It projects like crazy. It'll last forever. It'll last the whole day, and you definitely get some sweetness here, some creaminess, some freshness, a little bit of everything, some woodiness, and slightly, but just slightly spicy. Minty, definitely get that minty feel. It's very aromatic, and it'll definitely put you in such a good mood because this is a mood booster for sure. And the reason I say that is because it's different. It doesn't get compared to anything else out there. It's its own thing, and like I said, it just works perfectly in any situation, whether it's casual or formal, you name it, whatever time of year. But to me, the springtime is where this shines the most. So definitely try this out if you haven't just yet. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite Manceras. To be honest, these are my only 3 Manceras that I've tried, and Oud Lemon Mint is definitely in my top 3 as of right now. Now, my most recent pickup would be Cosmic Pepper. I just got this in a few days ago. I haven't given it some wear. I haven't experienced it. I only sprayed it on a tester strip or a piece of paper. And you definitely get that Versace Pour Homme vibe, that Chanel or L'Homme Homme Sport. I've only had experiences with Versace Pour Homme. I ran through a 30 ml bottle about 2 years ago. It was my gym scent, my to-go-to gym scent, and it's fantastic. It's very easygoing, right? It's nothing too crazy, but it works perfectly for the gym. I would only wear it to the gym, and it's great. It's awesome. It's amazing. You know, very fresh, brisk, musky, and lively. Perfect for the springtime. Perfect for the summertime. But this definitely works in spring and summer. Either or is fine. Definitely more of a sunny type of day where you're in the high 80s or even in the 90s. This works perfectly. Very, very bright, fresh, musky. But this has a little bit of an oud note in there. There's some rose, and I'm not too sure if there is any rose in Versace Pour Homme or Chanel L'Homme Sport. I don't think there is. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But the fact that this has oud and rose makes it stand out from those two. So I can't wait to try this out on skin, because it's one thing to spray it on paper, and it's another thing to spray it on your skin and smell it throughout your day. I think it falls a little flat on paper. I think I'll get a better experience if I spray it on skin. So once I give this a full wearing, I'll definitely come back and tell you guys on a full review. Smelling it off the cap, definitely smells like this has great potential to be a stunner, great longevity, good performance, great everything. So I'll come back and tell you guys about this. But if you like Versace Pour Homme, Chanel L'Homme Sport, definitely check this out. It's amazing. Trust me, guys, this is worth a shot. And third Mancera, Intense Cedrat Boise. Now, to me, I wasn't too fond of the Cedrat Boise fragrances because, you know, they get compared to Aventus, and I'm very familiar with the Aventus DNA, and I just didn't feel like purchasing anything else that is considered to be similar to Aventus. But when I got this in, it was actually a trade. You definitely get that Aventus vibe, that Aventus DNA. Not exactly, but you definitely get those nuances, right? Those facets. But it's its own thing once it starts drying down. Once it starts drying down, it is magical. It is amazing. It really is. It's such a compliment puller. I've gotten a few compliments wearing this. I wear it a few times already. As you can see, I have quite a bit of a dent in it, but it works. It's very versatile. You can wear it, you know, dressed down or dressed up. This is perfect. This is magnificent. Hands down, my favorite from the Manceras. because to me, this is the one that really gravitates to me. Although I am familiar with the Aventus DNA, this has its own little self-take on the fragrance. So yes, you're gonna hear it compared to Aventus, but don't be afraid to give this a shot. Don't be afraid to blind buy this, because to me, this is blind buy safe. It really is. But again, to each their own, right? This is just my personal opinion. But if you really enjoy the Aventus DNA, if you like a little bit more to a fragrance, a little bit more depth to it, a little more masculinity, try this out. This works year round, but specifically for springtime would be preferable for me. So Intense Cedrat Boise, definitely worth a shot. I'm gonna save the best for last, but the one that I have been enjoying a lot recently, surprisingly, is the new release of Prada Luna Rosa Ocean Le Parfum. This to me is generic, but it's unique in its own way. What I mean by that is, it's nothing groundbreaking. It's nothing that will completely blow your mind. You won't get similarities to the EDT or the EDP. You will get from this is fresh off the top, but it's not completely fresh. There's some spiciness to it, there's some sweetness, but you won't find any sweet notes in here. You're getting some lemon, some saffron, some amber extreme, and some oak wood. And this comes off slightly sweet off the top, which is crazy because I don't know what's giving that sweetness to it. It's not completely sweet, but it's fresh, it's sweet, spicy because of the saffron. It just works. It's unique, it's different because I've never seen this combination of notes before, just those four, creating this composition that it's magnificent, it's stunning. That amber extreme and that oak giving off this leather type of feel, but it's not an animalic leather smell. It's nothing that's gonna, you know, not appealing, but it's very likable, and it lasts and it projects and it has great longevity, great performance, as you can expect from a Parfum. But this is awesome, perfect for springtime. It's easy going, it's very versatile, it's unique, and if you want something different, if you want something that's going to stand out a bit, but it's also easy going and very easy to wear, try this out, guys. Ocean Le Parfum definitely works in the springtime. Perfect for those days where it's not too hot, but it's not too cold, but yet you want something easy. This is perfect. Try it out. Okay, next up is an affordable one. This to me is such an easy grab and go. Whenever I don't really know what to wear, if I'm just going to be out for a few hours, if I'm going to work, this works perfect. And it is Starwalker Extreme. And to me, this is a blue fragrance. It will get compared to a few other things. You will get reminded of other blue fragrances out there. But to me, Starwalker Extreme, when it starts drying down, is when this really comes to life, where it really shines. That patchouli and that tonka bean really well blended in here. It's so easy going, it's so versatile, perfect for the gym, perfect for the springtime. It's very lively, it's aromatic, it's woody, slightly creamy once it starts drying down. And to me, this is an easy pickup. You know, you can find this at the rack stores for $25, and to me, it's worth it. It's worth a buy. It really is. Nothing compared to the original. The original is more of a very calm, therapeutic scent. I would wear that going to bed after I showered. But to me, this is completely its own different thing, and it works. It works perfectly. You can't go wrong with it. It's very mass appealing, and it's amazing for the springtime. You can't go wrong with it. Try it out, guys. Starwalker Extreme, definitely worth a buy. All right, next up is my third Club de Nuit fragrance, and it is Sillage. Now, I ran through a bottle of Intense, I ran through a bottle of Milestone, and I just got this in. One of my buddies actually traded this fragrance to me, and it's halfway full, but you know, it's enough to enjoy it. And I've always wanted this, but I never really pulled the trigger just because I wasn't too fond of it at first. But now I said, you know what, why not? Let me go ahead and give it some wear. And it's amazing. This is, you know, springtime in a bottle or summertime in a bottle. But with the Club de Nuit fragrances, you will get your money's worth, because from my experiences, they last forever, they project heavily, and they check all the boxes when it comes to performance. And to me, this is no different from the rest. You're basically getting Silver Mountain water here for 30 something odd dollars. And to be honest, guys, if I want a Creed fragrance, I don't see myself purchasing a Creed fragrance, because, you know, it's not worth the buy. Because if you really want something from Creed, you can always go with one of these Armaf clones. I'm not saying that Creed fragrances aren't worth the buy. The reason I say they're not worth the buy is because they get reformulated and people talk about these new batches, and I'm not really into the whole batch thing. But from what I've been told, you know, it's just best to pick up a clone, because you can get these for a fraction of the price and you get your money's worth for sure. But Club de Nuit Sillage, definitely perfect for springtime, heavy projector. It's easygoing, mass appealing, you can't go wrong with it. Very metallic, very musky, brisk, fresh, effervescent, very lively as well. Definitely a mood booster. And it is a compliment getter, for sure. So, Sillage, definitely worth the pickup, guys. Alright guys, so I saved the best for last. And this is Hermain Amber Oud Gold Edition. And this is supposed to be a clone of Herba Pura. Now, I've never smelled Herba Pura, so I can't really tell you guys exactly how close this is to the original. But to me, this is a 10 out of 10. This is perfection in a bottle. And this is my favorite fragrance as of right now. I've never smelled anything so perfect. And again, this is my personal opinion, but this is such a stunner. It's such a stud. It really is. And I can't believe how good this is for only the $42 that I paid. Definitely worth the shot, definitely worth the try. And the first time that I smelled this was 3 weeks ago, when a close friend of mine, one of my buddies, he stopped by my house and he was wearing this. And I was constantly getting whiffs of his fragrance, which was Amber Oud Gold Edition. Everywhere that we went to, constant whiffs, and I just kept telling him, hey man, you smell really good. And so I asked him, what is it? What fragrance is it? And he mentioned Amber Oud Gold Edition. Now, a week later, I ended up going to a local fragrance store here in Houston, and they had this in stock. And I paid $42 with some change. And when I first wore it the next day, hands down, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with it because the vibe, the energy that this encompasses, right? It's magnificent, and it's so good. It's long lasting, and it projects like crazy. What you get from this is some fruitiness, citrusy, it's ozonic, it's ambery, it's musky, slightly powdery as well. And there's some vanilla in here. You definitely get the pineapple, you get some melon, some sweet notes, and it's all just such a great composition. It works perfectly, and I always look forward to wearing this. To me, I can only wear this a little dressed up, right? Because the fact that I really enjoy this a lot, I want to be able to enjoy it, you know, when I'm going out. I have, you know, a good outfit on. It's a beautiful day outside, and I want to enjoy the fragrance to its fullest potential, in the perfect scenario, perfect occasion. But to me, this is a perfect springtime fragrance. If you're going on vacation, this can work perfect. And it just checks all the boxes when it comes to how amazing this is. I see myself raving about this, you know, forever. But it completely blew me away because I did not expect it to love it this much. To me, this is my favorite fragrance from my current collection at the moment, and I don't see anything overtaking this, because this is just pure love. I have such a great relationship with this fragrance already, because of just the emotions that it makes me feel when I wear this. This is almost therapeutic in its own way because it's so enjoyable. It really is, and it always puts me in such a good mood. I'm always happy when I wear this because I'm constantly getting whiffs of it, and you know, it's just wow. But yes, guys, if you want something that's fruity, citrusy, fresh, ozonic, slightly ambery, slightly sweet, slightly woody, something that's gonna stand out from the rest, and you want to stand out from the crowd, try this, guys. This definitely works, hands down. Trust me. If you've tried this, let me know your experiences with this, and because I can't be the only one that feels this way about Amberwood Gold Edition. And if you do wish to try it out, when you do, come back and let me know how you feel. Give me your thoughts and your experiences wearing this, okay? So with that being said, guys, that concludes the video. I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you guys so much for your feedback, and until next time, guys, take care.